Yo guys, welcome back to 10 Binge. Today, we're going through another batch of fresh TV shows you should definitely have on your radar in 2026 so far. This is part 2. So, quick heads up before we start. This part won't include any of the series already mentioned in the previous parts, so everything here is fresh picks only. And if you feel like you missed something or want even more recommendations, definitely go check out the earlier parts too. Trust me, this list is stacked, and by the end, you'll definitely have a few new shows to binge. Alright, let's jump straight into it. Coming in at number 10, we've got Star City, and this one is a heavy hitter if you love smart sci-fi drama. Streaming on Apple TV+, it expands the For All Mankind universe and flips the space race story by showing it from the Soviet side after they beat America to the moon. But this isn't just about rockets and space missions. It dives deep into paranoia, political pressure, and the psychological toll on cosmonauts, engineers, and even KGB officers trying to keep everything under control. It's tense, it's slow burn, and it's packed with moral dilemmas at every turn. Loving the atmosphere and writing, especially the performances from Rhys Ifans and Anna Maxwell Martin. If you're into dark alt history vibes like Chernobyl or The Americans, this is a must-watch. Sliding in at number 9 is Teach You a Lesson, a South Korean drama streaming on Netflix that absolutely exploded in popularity. Based on a webtoon, it follows a state-backed task force called the ERPB that goes after school bullies, corrupt teachers, and toxic parents, but in a very extreme, no-mercy way. Led by Na Hwa-jin, this group doesn't play around. They use brutal methods to fix the education system. That's exactly why the show became so controversial yet addictive. It's one of the most addictive, feel-good dramas of the year. Kim Moo-yeol's performance is getting huge praise, and while some critics debate its violence, viewers can't stop watching it. At number 8, we've got Nemesis, streaming on Netflix, and this one is pure chaotic crime energy. Created by Courtney A. Kemp, it's a fast-paced LA thriller built around a deadly cat-and-mouse game between Detective Isaiah Stiles and a brilliant heist mastermind, Cole Train. The show is all about strategy, manipulation, and constant twists. The Guardian called it ridiculously entertaining, and honestly, that sums it up perfectly. Some middle episodes get a bit messy and dramatic, but the performances from Ilan Noel and Cleopatra Coleman keep everything locked in. It's not perfect, but it's extremely binge-worthy. Coming in at number 7 is The Boroughs, another Netflix drop, and this one is one of the most unique shows on the list. Produced by the Duffer Brothers, it follows a group of elderly residents living in a creepy retirement community who suddenly discover monsters and aliens are hunting them. Instead of teenagers saving the world, it's seniors becoming unexpected monster hunters. It's weird, emotional, funny, and surprisingly deep. They call it Stranger Things for adults, and while some felt the monsters were revealed too early, everyone agrees the cast chemistry is incredible, especially with legends like Alfred Molina and Gina Davis. At number 6, we've got Margo Got Money Troubles, streaming on Apple TV+, and this one mixes comedy, drama, and real-life struggles in such a clever way. It follows Margo Millet, a broke 20-year-old single mom who starts an OnlyFans account just to survive financially. Things get even more complicated when her ex-pro wrestler father moves in, and suddenly her chaotic life gets even messier, but also more heartfelt. Elle Fanning absolutely shines here, and Michelle Pfeiffer is getting huge praise for her role as Margo's mother. Time magazine even called it a must-see show. Halfway through at number 5, we've got Spider-Noir, available on Prime Video, and this one is pure style. Set in a dark 1930s New York City, Nicolas Cage plays Ben Reilly, a private detective who also happens to be a gritty spider-powered vigilante. Instead of multiverse chaos, this show keeps things grounded in noir storytelling, crime syndicates, and mystery. Many loves the black and white aesthetic, and Cage's performance is described as huge fun. It's moody, stylish, and easily one of the most refreshing Marvel-adjacent projects in years. At number 4, things get darker with Cape Fear, streaming on Apple TV+, a psychological horror thriller that will seriously mess with your head. Max Cady, played by Javier Bardem, is released after 17 years in prison and immediately starts a terrifying revenge campaign against a family of lawyers. Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson play the family caught in his psychological trap, and the tension just keeps building. Bardem's performance is absolute nightmare fuel, especially with the modern twist involving tech manipulation and AI-style deception. Coming in strong at number 3 is Off Campus, streaming on Prime Video, and this one is all about romance and chemistry. Based on L. Kennedy's books, it follows Hannah, a music student, and Garrett, a hockey star, who enter a fake dating setup, but of course, feelings get real fast. What makes this show stand out is how it balances fun romance with deeper emotional topics like trauma and consent without losing its light tone. The chemistry between Belmont Cameli and Ella Bright is getting a lot of love, and fans are calling it the ultimate comfort binge. At number 2, we've got Widow's Bay, streaming on Apple TV+, a strange, spooky, and super original small-town mystery. The story follows residents trapped in a town surrounded by an eerie fog, and that fog hides something seriously wrong. As people uncover the truth, reality starts to break down in unexpected ways. It mixes supernatural horror with dark comedy in a really unique tone. Many are praising its originality and performances from Matthew Rhys and Kate O'Flynn, with many comparing its vibe to Fargo and Twin Peaks. And finally, taking the number 1 spot is I Will Find You, streaming on Netflix, and this one is a non-stop thriller ride. Based on a Harlan Coben novel, it follows a father who escapes prison after discovering a shocking clue: his supposedly dead son might actually still be alive. That single discovery kicks off a massive conspiracy filled with twists, danger, and non-stop tension. The pacing is super tight, and every episode keeps escalating the mystery. It quickly shot to the top of global Netflix charts, and viewers love how unpredictable and addictive it is. And that's the list, guys. That wraps up part 2 of the best new TV shows you should be checking out in 2026 so far. Now, I want to know, which one are you starting with first? Drop it in the comments. I want to see your picks. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.